Hey guys, this is Shadow Hunter here. If you're wondering what's in front of the camera, it's a UPS box because I'm eating at the moment. So, welcome to my channel. Start off with, let's see. I guess I'll start off with how I got into the whole supernatural cryptid phenomena. It started at the age of 6, 7, I want to say. Um, Raised in a Christian home. I'm a Christian myself. Um, I've seen a whole bunch of things throughout my lifetime. I've seen ghosts, demons, witches, trolls. I've seen. I've had a couple encounters with Bigfoot through the cryptid phenomena. I want to say I had a recent encounter with a skinwalker back in March. Not sure. I'd have to dig deeper into that one. Um, I have a picture. I'll probably upload it later on sometime this week. Um, have to look at my work schedule. Um, what else? I've seen people being possessed. I've heard my name being called a couple times. I've been through quite a lot at a very young age until now. Um, I'm 24 years old, by the way, guys. So I'm still on the young side. I have a lot to learn. Um, as for the 3 nights that have been happening consecutively, my dog has been barking near the fence line in our backyard. I've gone to investigate. There's nothing there every time I go. She's just barking at a corner. I climb over the fence to see it might be a possum, a rat, someone try to mess with my dog, but there's nothing there. So I think there's a paranormal element. It could be a spirit or a demonic entity just trying to mess with her. I just pray every night, hoping that spirit or that entity will leave us alone. Last night there was no barking, so it was peaceful. Um, See how the rest of the week goes with the whole barking situation with my dog. Um, as for supernatural encounters, I guess I can start off with one. When I was 7 years old, I was in my room at the time with my grandfather, just bonding, spending time with him. I was sitting on top of my treasure chest, which I still have. Um, I was using a jump rope to sing, and we were both singing, just being goofy with my granddad. My sister walks in the room, and at that time, I had a vampire cape that she wanted to use for a school video project. So I get it out of the toy chest. I give it to her. She puts it on. She walks to the garage, um, gets something she needed from the garage. She comes back and she ends up going in her room, and I distinctively heard the door lock. So as she did that, I'm still sitting with my granddad singing and being a goofball. Out of the corner of my eye, I see this black shadow like walk by real slowly through the hallway. And me and my granddad thought it was my sister, but I just got this weird, creepy vibe out of it. Like that it wasn't my sister. So my grandfather ends up getting spooked out by it, and he says, "Well, son, I think I'm gonna go home." So he ends up leaving, and I go back to my sister's room. I knock on the door and I ask her, "Hey, did you walk by it twice through the hallway again?" And she said, "No." She's like, "I locked my door. I've been in my room. Why?" So I just brushed it off. I was like, oh, never mind. So I ended up going into my room and thinking on it, and I realized that it wasn't my sister because I know I distinctively heard the door lock. Um, so I don't know what the entity could have been. It could have been a demonic entity. It could have been a spirit. I'm not sure. I'll share another encounter. Well, there's a little bit of backstory to the second encounter. Um, my neighbor from across the street from me, right in front, had a old porcelain doll about, I want to say, 3 feet. She had like this beautiful 1940s, 1950s style dress. It was a very beautiful doll. And my neighbor was talking to my mom, and she said that her daughter didn't want the doll in the house because she said that doll was evil, kept sensing stuff. And I got the same vibe as soon as I saw that doll there. And I told my mom, don't bring that doll into the house. So, long story short, she ends up bringing the doll into the house. And she puts it in the corner where the TV and her bedroom door is. So every night as a kid, I'd walk by, go over there and say goodnight to my parents. And in our hallway, at the very end, there's a bookshelf on the right hand side of the corner. So me and my sister end up going one night, normal routine, go say goodnight to mom and dad. We end up walking, and as soon as we hit the corner, the doll's head is always facing the bookshelf. So as soon as we hit the corner, I turn to look at the doll, and I distinctively see her head move and look at us. Like the head turned, guys, and it just stared at us, and me and my sister freaked out. We just looked at each other like, did you just see that? And my sister replied, yes, I just did. So we didn't even say goodnight to our parents that night. We just backed away slowly, both went into our rooms and shut the door. I put the covers over my head, I said a prayer, and I just fell asleep. And afterwards, we were able to get that doll out of the house. I don't remember if we gave it to a relative or my mom ended up giving it away. Yeah, that was a very creepy encounter for me. And because of that encounter, I don't like dolls as much. Some dolls, yes, but I'll get a certain vibe off of them sometimes. Like there's something creepy about them. That's another thing that I have. I know most people have that sixth sense, but it's stronger. So, yeah. Give me one quick second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I have to cut this video short. I gotta go do something outside real quick. But I will upload a second video after this and continue my icebreaker of my personal encounters of paranormal and cryptids. So, I will see you guys in a bit.